Hello, Radiant Soul Lights. So wonderful to connect with you once again. Appreciate all of you that are traveling with me on this soul path. If you're new, welcome. I'm Michele, and this is Soul Insights and Tarot. So we've been journeying in the Akashic, connecting into the Akashic Guardian to access the Akashic records. We're going to be looking at the energies of October and see what's coming up for you, what you can expect. Now we're going to look at a general overview. I'm going to tune in and we're going to get to tarot and oracle cards. I'll be clarifying the energies as well as getting more specific details of what you can expect in October. We'll be looking at relationships of all kinds, as well as your career, projects, entrepreneurial inputs. We're going to be looking at your soul's path and soul's purpose and how it's manifesting in your life. For many of you, it's manifesting through a career. I do see a lot of changes in October on into 2023 and actually beyond, but we're really entering a pivotal time right now. So I will be tuning in more and getting more detailed information. And in general, we'll see what else comes up, if it's health or any kind of directions that need to come from your higher self, the guides, and or the Akashic. So you are going to be able to choose a deck or decks, whichever one is calling you. Trust your intuition, whichever one feels has the right energy or vibration for you. For some of you, it may be one deck, some of you, it may be two, some of you, it may be all three. I actually like to come back to readings because sometimes there is information that is really important and sometimes even critical in other piles. So I will be tuning in with a short meditation. If you want to stick around for that, that's great. Otherwise, you can skip to the timestamp. This is soul story number 1, number 2, and number 3. I'm going to do a snapshot of the decks so you can get a closer look, tune in, and choose the deck that best reflects the energy for you right now. See you on the other side. If you stayed for this portion, as I'm tuning in, I am getting a lot of clarification in October. One of the things that the guides are wanting people to know, as well as your own higher self, that it is possible not only to have delays on your path, but also to skip steps. There's a saying, there's possible to skip 1,000 steps. So many of you, the old timelines have collapsed. You've had karmic completion, so there is a quickening in certain things that you are manifesting, attracting, or drawing into you. This is not necessarily a time for huge decisions unless you're already in the energetic flow of those decisions. This is really a time for clarification, making plans, checking things out, and moving forward. October definitely brings a lot of movement, even if it's just mental, emotional movement, and getting clear and a lot of clarification about what it is you want to do or where you want to go or what's right for you. A lot of you are going to be getting a lot of information that perhaps was hidden from you, whether from your own higher self, the guides, spirit, however you want to look at it, or from other people. If you've been waiting for answers from other people, I would say look for that mid to end of October. A lot of answers, a lot of openings. You're going to get a lot of clarity this month. It's one of the best ways that I can put it. It's a lot of clarity, but you're also going to find a feeling and a kind of feel intuitively and get a new understanding of what it is to be spirit-led, to follow spirit's guidance, to follow your own inner nudge, the nudge, the guidance of your higher self. By where is the resonance? How do you feel? Where is there more life-enhancing energy in your life? Where do you feel higher vibrational, that you could be more authentically you, where you can be more your true self, your genuine self? Wherever that is, whatever that is, that's where you want to focus. That's where you want to go. That's what you want to move towards. Many of you are going to be partnering or very clear of what you need in a partner or partnership of all kinds. I do see a lot of unions between now and I would say mid-April, May of next year. So the next 6-8 months brings a lot of support and help. Ask. That's what Spirit's been saying. Ask and it is given. Keep asking. Keep the intention of what you want. Ask, pray, meditate, however you want to put it. When you're walking, when you're jogging, when you're driving, put out the message of what you want and allow the echo of what you want to come into the best vibrational frequency for you. As you're changing and adapting and growing and getting more empowered, you are attracting differently now. Since you're attracting differently now, what this means is that some of the things that you wanted in the past are dissolved. It's mute. It's not going to come through, or it comes through partially and then drops off. So a lot of old ideas, old focuses, old intentions, old manifestations are just dropping off. They don't have enough emotional energy, emotional charge. They don't have enough resonance. There's not enough of the harmonizing principle within them. There's not enough resonance and coherence for those old ideas or old visions or manifestations to manifest, which means now there are new visions, new manifestations, new relationships, new kinds of partnerships that are coming into form that better suit you on a soul level and that are much, much more empowering, that are much more abundant, that are much more aligned to your soul and of the right vibrational frequency of you. This means that you are now attracting better relationships, higher vibrational situations, circumstances, jobs, career direction. You are now drawing in much, much more compatibility in your choices through a heartfelt connection, higher vibrational resonance, and focus. So, well done, everyone. I know it's been challenging. I'm right there with you, but you are making headway. You are making gains. And October and through the close of the year will show just how. All right, let's get to the readings. I'm actually going to pause the video again so you get a snapshot so you can see soul story number 1, number 2, and number 3. Let's just tune in for a second. I heard the meditation to align and consciously slow the breath down. Connect in through the heart chakra and feel a wave of energy extending out through the heart chakra and then coming back from the universe to you. So we're harmonizing our energies now, and this is also a wonderful way to intend or focus on what you want, is connecting into the heart chakra, the Anahata center, the seat of the soul, so that you're drawing in people, situations, relationships, jobs, careers. You're making decisions out of coherence and resonance. All right, let's get to the reading. Soul story number 1, number 2, number 3. Gonna pause the video for a few seconds. And then I'll be getting to soul story number 1. Hey, soul story number 1. This is your reading. All right. For some reason, I was getting my Lemurian spray, but I got cranial comfort, white willow bark, and lavender. So I don't know if any of you are having headaches, head pains, aches within the body, but this is something good. I'm getting cranial comfort. So I'm also getting something about thinking. Maybe you're doing a lot of thinking and mulling things over. Well, let's see what October holds for you, and hopefully it can alleviate if you are overthinking. It can alleviate any worry, doubts, or overthinking. You chose the Cosmic Awakening deck, one of my faves. This is for relationship. So we're going to look at a general reading, and then we're also going to look at your relationships. Whoa, there we go. Coming out already. Ooh, a lot of plans. I get for you in October that there's a lot. You've got the 7 of Pentacles. So you're really putting some things into motion, into order. You might be having to wait a lot or have patience. However you are building something, and October shows whatever is building is coming. You're going to see a better picture of where you're going and what you're doing. Now, I am getting that there has been perhaps a lot of loss, a bit of loss, or you've left something behind, or you've changed direction. So that's in the general. Let's see. And you're showing up as the Emperor. What did I say about biz, creating, building something? I get a soul story number 1. I got to be honest. I get a really good vibe about you and what you're doing. I think October is going to show some results or some payoff. This is what you're putting out into the universe. Princess of Wands. Well, you're putting things out there. You're motivated. There's a blossoming taking place. We're going to look at the cards a little more. I just want to get them out. 2 of Wands is what the universe is bringing back to you. That's a great sign. So something is about to manifest, because before the 2 of Wands is the Ace, and on the other side of the 2 of Wands is the Ace of Wands. Or something has manifested or gotten your attention or got your passion up, and you want to follow through on it. Okay, I've got the Queen of Pentacles. This is something that you need to do. You just need to keep going. So move these over here. 10 of Pentacles. This is your desire, your wish, but this is also what is in the offing. This is what's coming in etherically through the Akash, is the 10 of Pentacles. So everything that you're working on right now has to do with this 10 of Pentacles. Some type of completion or culmination, similar to the Wheel of Fortune, something coalescing or coming together, whether relationship, partnership, or for you, I feel in the general, definitely on a business level. And here it is. The 6 of Pentacles is the result or the outcome of what we're going to see in October, okay? So there is some kind of payoff. There could be, if you've been waiting for money or finances, something to shift there. There is either an increase in finances, but this is for services. This is for work done. If this is, there could be a small raise for some of you, or you know that you are positioned for an increase of money. Some of you, this could also be that you're going to have to outlay a little bit of money, is what I'm hearing, for something, you know, services, supplies, equipment. Okay, let's see from the Akash, what is going on with soul story number 1? I'm also getting a new direction or new idea, or an idea that you held back, you're going to initiate in October. So October brings a bit of initiation from you. It really is about action. So let's kind of clarify here. Let me get a little more clarity on the Princess of Wands. Page of Wands there. And there could also be increase in connection through communication, whether phone, texting, a meeting up. I do feel some people are going to be connecting with you in regards to something work. Now you've got, this is the Osho deck. You've got receptivity. That's it. Queen of Pentacles, receptivity, opening. Yeah, something birthing. Could be Ace of Cups also. Change. Oh, remember I said that this 10 of Pentacles reminded me of the Wheel of Fortune? Well, what do you choose? You've got the Wheel of Fortune. And I say you because I'm simply a bit of a transponder. You're transmitting. I'm picking up the signal and tuning into your specific frequency and wavelength in the Akashic, what's been encoded for you. So this 10 of Pentacles, is a big change. This is both what you're going for, what you're creating, but there's some level of it that is experienced in October. This could also be a direction, an idea that you know is going to bring quite a bit of money, financial gain, abundance, that changes your life. So you're looking at big changes. In October, I feel there's the time to put the plans in motion. It's very interesting how he's picking up the Wheel of Fortune, and then you end up getting it in the Osho deck. So we're on track here. Then you got flowering. Okay, something is flowering, something is opening, there's a birth. That also goes with the Page of Wands, is like a call to new life. But it is a birth, but it's saying whatever is birthing is going to take some time and some care. Then you've got maturity. Oh, that is so you've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and harmony. So not only, Ten of Pentacles to me is similar to the Ten of Cups, because I feel like when you have the Ten of Pentacles, it's not all just about the money, how I read it. It's material satisfaction, but it's also emotional fulfillment through the material satisfaction. Now, you did get the Ten of Cups, which tells me that something or someone is coming in that is going to be very emotionally fulfilling. Now, for many of you, it's also a job, a career that is very fulfilling for you. Okay, now let's look at, so that's a bit of the general. I'm going to put this here over the Ten of Pentacles, because I feel you're finding more fulfilling work, more fulfilling. And we're going to clarify a little bit more about the career or general. This is the general focus. If it's health picks up, vitality. You're definitely handling things well in October. You're definitely knowing when to wait or pause, when to plant seeds, when to see, can I harvest something? You're definitely checking things out, is what I'm hearing. And a big focus on finance, career, what is emotionally fulfilling for you. And I feel like it's new starts, new beginnings. There's a lot of new starts for you in October. Even if they're just small starts, they are starts. Okay, you need to remember that, I'm hearing. I'm seeing in the Akashic, you're at a critical time, soul story number one. This is a lot about your destiny. You're meeting your destiny. That's also what that Wheel of Fortune is about. The wheel has turned. So if you listen to the general message that I did at the beginning of this video, the channel portion, then you'll understand that some of the things that you wanted to have happen have kind of fallen away or dissolved. Maybe the desire or the opportunity. The wheel has turned. It's really a new chapter for you. That's what I really am hearing and seeing. If you watched, I don't know which other Akashic reading I did, but there was one Akashic, pick a card. I think it was the messages from the Akashic, that you're being prepared for something. In one of the soul stories, I remember there was something about like the slate being wiped clean. Now, if you got that, if you did that reading, this is a double confirmation for you. Something's over, something's wiped clean. With the Queen of Pentacles, you're rejuvenating yourself. There's a renewal or rejuvenation in your life, in your body, in your focus, in your finances. All areas of your life are rejuvenating. You're up-leveling, updating, or you've been up-leveling and updated. And because of that, you've had such a vibrational shift that you're drawing in or attracting differently. You're manifesting differently. So you're in a phase of renewal, is by what I can see in the Akashic. And that changes your life. Again, there's this flowering, coming together, projects going well, support there. People are going to want to help you. They're going to want to support you. Okay, don't be afraid to ask is what I'm hearing, soul story number 1. Don't be afraid to ask for help, support, what you need. Don't be afraid to ask. I just heard even in restaurants, don't be afraid to ask for what you need. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want. That should be your mantra. I can ask for what I need. I can ask for what I want. Obviously, you want 3 cards, so we'll do it. Okay. I welcome clear vision and inspired action. That's the 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands is dominion, but it's not action without forethought or intuitive awareness. Because it's Wands, you're getting that spiritual insight, spiritual understanding. You're getting that spiritual pull or push. So there we go. Clear vision, clear action. Healthy boundaries keep me centered and balanced. Well, that's the 2 of Wands. So the 2 of Wands, dominion in the traditional meaning, is having dominion over something. So having a healthy, positive control, which is boundaries, right? An understanding of a situation or the energy of a situation and understanding what to do. It's managing the energy of the situation or relationships well. It's managing the energy of life. It's managing the energy of the universe. It's managing what you have coming in, the resources that you have. It's managing them well. So some of you, this is managing money well, budgeting. I trust the mystery of life. There it is. Wow. Your higher self and your oversouls, okay, the collective aspect of you wants you to know that you're doing such an amazing job for them and everyone. And for you, the higher dimension of you. You know, we're like these avatars, you know. And somebody one time on my podcast, Awakenings with Michele Meiche, said, well, avatars are a type of God, so we don't really want to use that. We're more like icons. But I think we're like avatars. We really are. This part of us is like a fourth, if that much, of who and what we are. It's such a small part of who and what we are. Okay, I'm going to get some more messages. Let me get a couple more. All right, what does Soul Story need to know? What's the general energy focus for Soul Story number 1 in October? Any advice for the general? What's the best energy and focus to alignment for Soul Story number 1 in October? Okay. I think that sounds like a good question. Wow. Okay, so I am getting that there's a lot of action. Make sure you pause. There it is, rainbow, crane. Make sure you pause in October because you're going to feel like doing a lot and not stopping. There's a go, 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 go. So some of you are feeling energy that you haven't felt in a long time. I'm actually going to reshuffle these. So just make sure that you're pausing because this is the situation. You're on a little bit of a pause. But you're in this Emperor energy, Aries, right? And you want to manifest. You've got the Queen of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you want to make it happen. You want to, you're seeing some success in October, but the caution is to make sure you're pausing, make sure you're doing some forethought, some planning, and then doing the inspired action. So not action for itself, okay? But you're showing up as the Emperor, so there's something that you're really doing right. So whatever it is, Soul Story number 1, keep doing it. Whatever it is that you're doing, there we go. That's what I thought. Remember I said sacred secrets revealed, scarab. Very powerful. You're either holding secrets for other people, maybe you're a counselor, a therapist, spiritual life coach, I don't know, or you're holding secrets for somebody at work. I don't know. But secrets are going to be revealed. Someone's revealing a secret to you. Could be how they feel, something that you have to hold close to your heart. You're going to be a confidant, or secrets are held back from you. For some of you, the mystery of life, you're not certain where you're going. You know what you're doing in the moment, but you're having to trust the mystery of life. There's still a lot that you're not going to know in October. And that's okay, because you're on the right track. And what is happening in the Akash, it's being rewritten. You know, in some of my Akashic videos, I say it is written. It is like an encoding. But things can change. Certain things can be deleted. We don't have to have certain impending, you know, experiences. We can change things on a 3D level, which changes, you know, through the subtle energy of the unified field of consciousness, which means it changes in the spirit, you know, realm, in the higher vibrational frequency, where manifestation starts taking shape and form, you know, or things start changing, you know, in the Akash. But see, we affect the Akashic on this dimension by what we're doing, our focus, our healing, our empowerment, our inner work, by what we respond to within ourselves, of, you know, of our higher self, of spirit. When we start responding more as our higher self, connected to our soul, living through our heart, we then start living more and more and more of an expanded way, a higher and higher vibrational frequency or aspect of our being. Now, that doesn't mean we don't get angry or mad or cry or grieve. We have all the human experience, but there's less attachment, there's less dragging down. So whatever you're doing, you're having to trust the mystery and magic of life. You have to trust life. That's a big secret. So there still are secrets. You might be thinking, oh, I don't know where I'm going exactly, or what I'm doing, or where's this relationship going. But you're being guided, and you have eagle medicine. So you are starting to see a higher perspective, a higher view of your circumstances. And so that is creating much more, a greater ease for you now. Things are going to start getting more fun for you. Okay? Wow, look at this wisdom. You're gaining wisdom. That's the maturity. You're gaining wisdom, spiritual understanding. Soul story number 1. I'm so excited for you. That's maturity. Ace of Pentacles. You have tangible spiritual wisdom and understanding, emotional wisdom and understanding from life experiences that's now shaping your 3D reality, your life experience. And I say 3D, it's 3D, 4D, 5D, 10, you know, 6D, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. But we're living a 3D reality also. Now, remember I was talking about boundaries? Soul story number 1. Healthy boundaries keep me centered and balanced. You're going to have some decisions coming up. Maybe October, for sure, between now and the end of the year, where you're not to make a decision by guilt. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. You know what the situation is. All right, let's look at relationships. You've got, sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. This is October, coming together. Okay, I think that's some of this Princess of Wands also that you could hear from someone asking you out, text, phone, whatever, DM, PM. You're going to feel a definite connection. There's potential, there's possibility there. So some of you, this is a coming together. I'm going to look at those also that are partnered. Let's see so someone you're going to be meeting, something coming together, a new relationship started, or it could be somebody that you met and that you haven't talked to, you briefly met, or for some of you, it's somebody brand new. Let's see, brand new person. With that page, it's somewhat perception beyond the veil of illusion. This relationship is going to bring clarity into your life while some things haven't moved or been stuck or stagnant. There's a lot of like-mindedness with this person. Now, there's a potential here for, now this is single, so I don't know, we're just looking at October, but there's a lot of potential in this relationship for long-term relationship, commitment, marriage, that kind of thing. It's new. It's somebody new. So for singles, there is someone new coming in for you, okay? Now, I'm limiting this to October, but Spirit could, could be now to the end of the year. But I don't know, something is coming together for you, my lovely soul light singles that are just operating through singlehood right now. And there's definitely going to be a lot of chemistry with the two of you. If you don't have sexual union, there's definitely the chemistry. All right, let's see, anything else that we need to know? So there is a union coming in. Let's look and see. Let's do some astro dice. Let's see, what do we want to look at? Tell us a little more on this union for soul story number 1. Woo, Venus in Taurus in the 8th house, what I tell you. Slow and steady, but 8th house, a major connection. Look at this energy of coming together. Look at that. Just, it's like two amazing fireball souls coming together. Very much in their mastery, because you've got the Emperor here. So some of you know, probably if you're tarot readers, so you can read tarot cards, it's just like an astrology chart. You can, depending on what you want to know, you can take the same chart and look at it in a multitude of ways, hundreds of thousands of ways to get the message. So the overall message for you in October soul story number 1 is this coming together, support, connection, collaboration, help. Also coming together as you're putting services out, you're going to get payment or money or something back. The universe is meeting you. The only thing you have to kind of watch out for, some of you, is not be motivated too much by shoulds and guilt. Don't let people guilt you into doing something you don't really want to do, or that overstretches you, or don't guilt yourself. Now, why is guilt coming up for you? Is because you're in an expansion, and it's kind of about you right now, all eyes on you. So that might, for some of you, feel a little uncomfortable, like, oh, what about other people or my family or friends or what, it's like, well, it's not to say to be, arrogant or don't think of them, but you also have to think right now, like the Emperor, what's right for you and your kingdom, okay? And I say kingdom, it's not about a man, it's not about the body, it's about the masculine embodiment. The feminine part of us likes to encircle and include, merging. It's a merging energy. The Emperor likes to merge, likes to connect with people, but it also has, it's number 4. It's about boundaries. It's about, hey, this is my domain. This is my area. It's about, the Emperor has very clear boundaries, can be very generous, very giving, doesn't have to be rigid or authoritative. That's the lower harmonic or lower octave of the Emperor. A healthy Emperor, a kick-ass Emperor, a life-enhancing Emperor energy has really healthy boundaries. It's like, oh no, we can share, and then the Emperor's like, you know what? You get your own book on Kindle, I'll get it for you, and I have mine, because we might want to read at the same time. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, I don't want to share with you. It's like, maybe you should have your own, I'll get it for you, because what if we want to read at the same time? I'm seeing somebody on a train or someone traveling. I'm seeing someone travel with someone, and then they're hanging out and they're on their computer. It's like, well, we can share computers, or we can share cars, but it's like, if you can afford it, have one for yourself and one for your partner or spouse, because you want to be independent. You want to be interdependent. A healthy dependence and a healthy independence, not independence that's cutting off, approach avoidance, but not dependent, codependent or dependent personality. So this person you're attracting they've got good boundaries. They're going to be showing you good boundaries, but it's a mergy energy also. You could eventually buy some things together, bigger purchases. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I'm getting a lot of information. We're just staying in October, Taurus, but it's going to move slowly, but there's definitely a multi-faceted, multi-dimensional connection with this person. It's body, mind, spirit, and soul, and emotions. It's emotional connection, connectedness. You know, it's deep. It's not just a relationship. It's not just a partnership. It's a soul connecting relationship or partnership. All right, let's look at those of you that are partnered. What's going on? What's going on? Let's look at that. Okay, for some reason, I'm drawn to pull from this deck to look at partner. Those of you that are partnered, what's coming up for you in October? Well, that's nice. Patience and planning. So we've got same energy. We've got Seven of Pentacles here, and we've got Seven of Pentacles here. So a lot of patience and planning. Some of you are planning trips, moves, relocation, things with money, things with job, 8th house stuff, right? And partnership. So you're going to feel on the same page. Many of you that are in partnership or in relationship of some sort, there is this feeling of coming together to plan something, prepare. Okay, I'm not really getting anybody. I heard, what about people that aren't doing well in their life? But I'm not picking up on that right now. So that doesn't mean that that's not happening. Okay, that is the Ace of Swords. Get that. Let's see. And what's in the universe? So for some of you that are partnered, there is a big plans that you're making, like the 3 to 5 year plan, big plans, big visions coming in. Some of you, it is about living abroad or relocating or making some kind of big career change also. Okay, I'm going to get that Ace of Swords. Triumph and success, again, decisions. So that means you've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups. Well, that's Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups. So there's going to be, again, decisions. So this is about, for those of you that are partnered, or this could be collaborative relationships also. Working relationships, there's decisions to be made. Getting clarity, soul story number 1. Any way you look at it, this is about clarity of purpose, clarity of what you want, where you're going, and defining boundaries or roles or, tasks. It's kind of like a separating out, like, okay, you do this, I do this, what else can I do? What can you do? How can I support you? How can I help you? All right, let's get the Astro dice for those of you that are paired up. Ooh, 5th house. Wow, October's going to be good for sexual unions and play. You've got Mercury in Scorpio in the 5th house. So there could be, again, getting to the bottom of things. Also that Scarab energy. Secrets, maybe secret desires are revealed, or you're talking about things that are kind of hidden. A lot of subconscious stuff I'm getting also in this reading, especially for couples. And then we've got the Eagle again. So you're taking that broader view, or really stepping back and looking at the situation or looking at the relationship. For a small amount, it could be, do I stay or do I go? Do I move on from this person? But really, most of you, I feel, that are partnered or in some kind of collaborative relationship, creative relationship, or looking at partnerships of any kind that are already happening, it's about getting clearer and making some decisions that you're more supportive. Now, Couples, I feel like this is a bit of playtime on October. Play. Some of you, there could be some concerns maybe, or focus. I don't want to say concerns. Focus on children, schooling. Could be some short trips that are kind of fun. Let's see, anything else? Let me see from the Akashic. The overall energy from the Akashic is a coming together. Okay, we're going to get one last card to kind of sum it all up. Oh, no, we're going to get 2 cards, sorry. Because we're going to get the soul purpose. Let's look at how you're doing on your soul purpose. Let's new messages. Woo, there we go. Came right out. 2 of them. Crystal activator. You intuitively connect and receive information from the crystals. There you go. So some of you could be very open, like crystals, work with crystals. I get this as wisdom though. I'm really getting this from also crystals representing pentacles. Like it's your life. It's being able to reflect on past decisions, where you are now, to see where you want to go. Then you got frequency shifter. You receive and shift frequencies of the universe. Wow. Some of you are definitely perhaps psychics, tarot readers, channelers. There's something you're picking up on that's hidden. Again, I'm going to say this, soul story number 1. There's something you're picking up on that's hidden, but you have a feeling about it. You have a gut knowing about it. That is going to definitely be revealed to you. All right, let's get one last card here. Wow, it's this one. Patience. Wow. There it is, 7 of Pentacles twice, and now you have patience. So have patience in October. Take action, inspired action where you can, and just know that the mystery of life is unfolding. I think that's going to be your Soul Insights mantra for October. The affirmation to use is, I am trusting of the mystery of life, and I am guided by my higher self for my highest good. All right, take good care. Lots of love and light. See you in the next reading. Hello, Radiant Soul Light. If you chose Soul Story number 2, this is your reading. So wonderful to connect in with you. Thanks for connecting in with me on the Soul Path. Honored to do your reading. Let's see what we've got here. This is for relationships. We're going to get a general, and we're going to look at relationships if you're single or not partnered or newly met someone. Also, we'll look at those of you that are coupled or in a collaborative type of relationship or collaborative relationships. First, we're going to get a general overview. Okay, let's see. Let's look at the energies that are coming in for you in October. Wow, okay. Let's see what's coming up. Let's look at these first. King of Swords. Now this is the energetics of the situation. So it could also be a prominent Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius energy, but there's a lot to do this month for you, a lot with communication. Could be short-term travels or also conversations, a lot to do with conversations, whether online, in person, text, phone. But I'm also feeling maybe some of you are creating something or writing. And then you're showing up as the 5 of Pentacles. Don't worry, we're going to look at this closer. What you're putting out there is the Knave of Pentacles, so Page of Pentacles. Universe is bringing the Knave of Wands. So things are going to be moving in October for you. There could be some concern financially or perhaps even in relationships, or wondering if you have the right partnership or right collaborative partnership is what I'm hearing. Let's see. Yeah, that's right. Okay, then we've got the 2 of Wands. Now that's an interesting energy that showed up in Soul Story number 1. Oh, you got extra. Okay, well, we'll take them all. 8 of Swords. Okay, this is a very different energy and pattern, and very different Very different than soul story number 1. I'm even getting into my amethyst over here, soul story number 2. Okay, let's see what's going on. Then we've got the Hangman. But then you had one extra card, which was a 10 of Cups. Now, even though we're not doing the relationship portion, I do feel there is going to be a contract coming. Could even be for some of you an engagement or proposal, but you're still left wondering what to do. So what I am getting for you in October, soul story number 2, is you're kind of at your wit's end. You're kind of have been putting a lot out there in the world or doing a lot, and not a lot is yet coming back to you, or not enough in a stable way. Now, well, let me ask why this is happening. Let me look in the Akashic for this. Plans are changing. Things are being reformatted and reformulated. And you're working with time. You're working with some kind of time and or 3D restriction. This could be hours in the day, money, support. There's 3D things that are kind of tripping you up, so to speak, okay? Some of you are not knowing whether to stay with something or move on. Let's look at that. Let's look at 5 of Pentacles, shall we? Oh, that just came right out. Fighting. You're fighting yourself, fighting with another person or a situation. Flow in October, fight. You feel you have to fight for everything. And so there's like a negative expectation, a worry or concern. Am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right path? Some of you are considering, should I just get a regular job? Should I go back? Should I change jobs, change careers? So there's a lot going on in the mind of like, is this the right way or the right direction? But it says that's just on the mental realm, okay? It's like on the you're doing the right action. You're doing all that you need to do. You're following through. But there is a part of you that's questioning. We got projections. So I just heard, don't let others project onto you what you need to do or should be doing. But some of you are also comparing yourself to other people or other people in their path in your experience, which this has to do with projects. For some of you, it has to do with a work situation. At the office, you're not being heard. You feel like you're not being seen. I'm going to look. Ask your higher self, but I'm also going to look at the Akashic, in the Akashic, and check in on the Akashic records and see why this is happening to you. Is this an overall pattern? Is this just October? What's going on? We have the 2 of Cups here, friendliness, so connection. It's interesting, you've got projections and then you've got a friendliness. 2 of Cups here. Okay. You are in a 3D lesson of judging what is. So on the soul level, you're meant to connect into the soul's wisdom of understanding more objectively what goes on in the world and in the universe. So you're learning lessons of comparison and judging, comparing with others and judging what's going on. October is the invitation to connect into your own happiness, the happiness within. That is going to give you, first of all, it's going to shift the energy on a 3D level to affect the Akashic. It's going to make you tolerate any delays and give you a new perspective, a new viewpoint, right? Or new point of view. So you're going to be viewing life differently in October. I feel like a lot of you are going to connect more into gratitude for what you have, where you are, And this gratitude is going to ease things up. So harmony in situations, a happiness with where you are and what you have, even if it isn't the destination or the final destination, right? I mean, we always get to these destinations and then there's another destination, you know, it's like getting to the plateau and then there's another plateau, you know, and then there's a pinnacle, there's a peak, you know. So some of you had a peak experience years ago, and now you're kind of trying to get back to that. You're trying to get back to a peak experience or create a new peak experience. But for you, the key is your own emotional fulfillment, focusing on where is the emotional connection, emotional fulfillment. This could even be fulfilling people, situations, relationships, people that you feel a connection with, experiences. The emotional aspect of where you are and what you have is going to greatly help you in October. Let's see if we need anything else. Have a look at that Eight of Swords. What is that Eight of Swords about? Very interesting. Ooh, it's very interesting because another card wanted to come out from that Hangman. Okay, there we go. The Rebel. Wow. There it is, the Rebel. So you're being a rebel within your own inner authority. Some of you are fighting the universe. That's what this is. You could be fighting with other people or resisting how other people are, or how the situation is, or how the relationship's going. I'm going to pull one card from here, but part of it, this is about taking that rebel energy, that inner, you know, emperor, having good boundaries, or I'm going to get this, I'm going for it. But you have to find the right approach for you so that you're not fighting or in resistance mode. The fight could be just persevering and persisting through resistance, not actual inner fighting or fighting someone else. And then we go fulfillment of wishes, Nine of Cups. So you've got the 10 of Cups here and the 9 of Cups. So October does bring some kind of personal fulfillment, even if it's not the end all be all. Okay, so story number 2. And basically there are people around you that are supportive. I feel like the universe is helping you, is supporting you in what you're doing. There just are some delays, or things are unfolding in a different way than what you envisioned. And it's saying, don't fight the universe. Now in the Akashic, per the Akashic records, this is a learning lesson that your soul is inviting you to, you know, embrace and integrate. Releasing that fight of what is, releasing the comparison or over comparing and over judging of others, of your path, of yourself, and moving into a cooperative mode within yourself to connect in with your higher self and have that partnership through the experience of life is what I'm hearing, okay? And that's what they're showing me on the Akashic, is that this is a big soul learning lesson, and once you get it, everything opens. You get the 9 of Cups, you get the 10 of Cups. How great is that? All right, let's look at relationships. This is single. We're doing single first. We've got drop into your heart. Wow, look at that. The softening. Flowing with the experience, whether in relationships. It's kind of seeing through the heart, soul story number 2. It's not over judging or being critical of yourself or others, even if they're not performing to their best level, or you giving yourself a pass. So you're learning about this different part of your side, maybe the hard side and the soft side, the yielding side, the pushing side, the pull, the push, the retreating, the moving forward, the receiving, the giving. There's a lot to do with shadow work or shadow material. You can see shadow here, fighting your own shadow, your own inner demons, so to speak, to get into a place of harmony. Now, this is in regards to general reading, general part of your life. It's an overview, but also in relationships, okay? Because you got to drop into the heart. So that your soul wants you to open more. Your higher self is guiding you to open more to life, and to people coming into your life. Well, now look what you got here. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, what was I just saying? And I didn't look at the cards, you saw it. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. So this lets me know that if there's a new relationship, or you're single, or you just met someone, you're not going to know where it goes or what's going on. Or for many of you, you're in October, you're still single, you're opening, but you're connected. You're having this love affair with yourself and with life. You're opening your heart to draw in a relationship, okay? So if you've just met someone, you're just to go with the flow and not resist the way that the relationship is unfolding, or the connection is happening, the connection is unfolding. Overall, your message for October Soul Story number 2 is not to fight the universe, not to fight or resist what is, to learn to soften into it and embrace, and that's going to get you a lot further. Let's see if we have any messages in regards to newly met someone or single, on your own, but not alone. Got friends, family, the universe is there. Okay, we got the moon in the 9th house, new moon in Capricorn in the 9th house. So you're a little guarded, a little protected. Even if you're single or just met someone, there's a little bit of guard. You're focused more on work. That feels safer right now. And again, the 9th house, you're to get a higher perspective about relationship, whether it's romantic, collaborative, and just life in general. It's really about not resisting the change, resisting the flow of life, resisting where life is leading you. Hope that makes sense. That makes sense? So now let's get an oracle card for that. So some of you are wanting to attract partners or partnership of some sort. You've got to relax into where you are. Release the stronghold. Doesn't mean you can't direct things, but you have to have an acceptance of what is. Okay, there's one message here. Proper rest helps me feel and look my best. So this is telling me don't overdo or over push to make something happen, no matter what part of your life it is. This is about not pushing and overdoing. Okay. Oh, I wanted to do a couple before we get to the partnered or collaborative. I get it. There's a lot of kind of disappointment and stuck energy. There's a lot of trying to make things happen, and sometimes that's a life enhancing thing to make it happen. This is not the time, especially in October. The overall cycle for you is not making things happen, not pushing. You're to connect with the divine feminine, which is to go with the flow. There it is again, go with the flow. And then you've got crystal. To me, this is about clarity. There's going to be some kind of clarity probably after this reading. You're going to do a little review of your life and go, okay. And here it is, cloud. So some things are not clear yet, or not, there's the exact road has not yet opened for you, okay? And some of the things that you want to draw in and or manifest. So you kind of have to let things ride out is what I'm hearing. Let's get chakra wisdom cards here. Let it ride out. Let it flow. Let it unfold. Let it ride out. Let situations ride out. You don't have to intervene right away or all the time. Let it ride out. Let it play out. Get the clarity from stepping back. Growth. That's it. You're in a soul's growth lesson. That's what it's saying in the Akashic. This is a growth period for you. Many of you have been working on this for quite a while. October somehow brings some kind of either more awareness or really helps shift the energy for you in this. So this is a growth cycle. This is a destiny issue of what you're going through, and this is also a growth cycle with what you're going through. Alrighty, let's look now at relationships. Those of you that are partnered, and this could be partnership of all kind, romantic. If you have a collaborative partner, a working partner. And I'm hearing too, accept your partner the way they are. Accept the partnership. You might have to work through things in October. There may be some things that you need to, yeah, look at that, Devil. Some of you feel very hemmed in, but this is like 3D reality. The Devil, you know, I have a video uploaded to YouTube. I think it's in Tarot Talk, and it's called Don't Fear the Devil, or Don't Run from the Devil. A lot of people misunderstand the devil. It doesn't have to do always with addictions and entanglements. The devil, from an esoteric, spiritualist, occult point of view, is dealing with 3D reality. It's Capricorn. And the higher octave, the highest octave of the devil, of Capricorn, is manifesting with the awareness that we are all one. We're all interconnected. We are source. We are source energies manifesting. So it's also the sign of the initiate. The devil is the initiate. So I won't get all into that, but if you're interested, you can, you know, go to that video. Maybe I'll link it, you know, to this one. So you're learning how to come from a higher focus, a more extended or expanded focus, more awareness in your relationships. Some of you do feel a bit entangled in a relationship where you can't leave, you can't get out, you don't know whether to stay or go, whether it's business or a job, or for some of you marriage or live-in situation or dating. You're feeling entangled, but what you need to do is focus on source. You see that fireball of light? You need to focus on the creative aspect of you and not the ego to ego fighting, projections. You need to focus on that you are a creative aspect. And what is this teaching you? That this is a time of growth that you've learned from the Akashic today. This is a time in the Akashic records that it's time for you to grow. There's some way you need to grow up. There's some way you need to change your focus in life and about life and relationships. And the devil teaches us also, which is Capricorn, in manifested form, that we have an idealized version in the spirit realm, in the emotional realm, and in the mental realm. But how it manifests in the denser physical reality is not going to be exactly how we envision it. So you have to let go of perfectionism within yourself and in your relationships. And I say this with love because we all have a bit of this. Some of us have more. So going within, you've got the Hermit. So some of you could be feeling like you want to be more on your own to make some decisions. I do feel some of you, this is about decisions, whether to stay in something or how do I stay in this relationship? How do I stay in this situation? And there could be decisions in the winter months. So you're at a time that this is about decisions. I do feel some of you, this is about your own individuation process, where maybe you were more codependent, or you could say dependent personality type, or you were taught maybe to do everything with your partner, and now you want some space. You want to do some stuff on your own. Or maybe you're in a career or work situation or corporation and you want to do something on your own. Maybe you want to have a side project, a side gig, you know, maybe you want to do something more for yourself. This is definitely about doing more for yourself without judging yourself. And there's emotional withdrawal. So I definitely, if this resonates, some of you it may not resonate. Take what resonates for you out of this particular reading, and what doesn't resonate, just leave it, let it go. Turning away from what is not emotionally fulfilling, feeling the need to emotionally withdraw to recuperate. So this tells me that many of you perhaps been a lot of fighting, or there's going to be some fighting or debates, you know, or hashing things out in October to get to the bottom of things, to get to what really works, what supports me. But look, it does bring a lot of hope. You bring the Star. So it's going to bring healing. If you allow yourself to go through this It brings a lot of healing within you and within your relationships. Okay, let's see what we've got here for my lovely soul story number 2. Please let me know how this resonates for you. Feels kind of pretty specific. I feel like the people that I'm tuning in for on a soul level, you've really been asking for guidance and asking questions. Like, what do I do with this? But you're going through, there's a reason that the Star card comes after the Tower, right? Healing. So sometimes things have to be broken open to then heal. And you have to break open. Look at this. Woo! Aries in Sagittarius in the 11th house. All about you, Aries, moving forward, speaking your mind, getting to the higher truth, whether in collaboration, community, friendships, or relationships. Now, this could be speaking it, but you've got Mars there. This is more about living it. So this may be not asking for permission all the time. Just doing what needs to get done, or what you need to do, doing what you feel like doing. Letting yourself have more of an experience of yourself, your true self, your genuine self, your needs and wants this lifetime. What do you want to really do this lifetime? This is October is a time for you to ask those questions and see, wow, are people projecting onto me what I need? Have I been projecting on other people? Am I putting a projection on myself of what the right thing to do, or, being spiritual, or being this, being that? This is what I need to do. This is the right. No. So you're really pulling back the mask and the projection so that you're getting into perception. You're getting crystal clear. It's like the crystal is coming out of the clouds and creating clarity, bringing clarity, and you may even want to work. I've got a Lemurian crystal here. You may want to connect in with a clear quartz or Lemurian crystal. Meditate on it. Focus through the third eye. And just intend and ask for within clear vision, clarity, and nothing else. And then see what comes through. Let's see, do we have anything else? Let's look at a soul's purpose card. I hope this is helping you and giving you some insight. October looks like a very transformative month for you. Looks like there's a lot of growth. There could be a lot of testing too, but to get the Star card, whatever disruption happens, mental, emotional, verbal, communication disruption in relationships, brings a healing and brings a lot of light. You release a lot of light. And remember, you've got the 9 of Cups here, which has a lot of light. And yellow light means clarity, means understanding, specifically from the mental realm. So some shift, which you've got here also with the Hanged Person, is a new perspective. So that's on the mental realm. So there's a shift in how you think, maybe even in your beliefs. Dreamer, dreams of prophecy and history. Yeah, focus on your dreams, your visions, your goals, your desires. This is about reconnecting with your dreams, your goals, and desires. That's part of what you're meant to connect with this October. It's very clear. It's about you, soul story number 2. You are the dream and the dreamer. It's about hope again, hoping again. It's about getting clarity and focusing on the wonders of the world and stillness. Through meditation, contemplation, all is revealed. You see the wonder. You see the hope again in life. You see the hope in relationships, whether creative, collaborative, work, colleagues, collaborations, intimate partnerships, spouses, boyfriends, girlfriend, friends, whatever, amis, amigos, whatever. You start to see the hope within yourself and accepting yourself and others more. It brings a deep healing. There's a lot of soul growth for you in October. And just know that it's deemed, it's written, it's there in the Akashic, which means the soul. The Akash means soul, the Akashic record. So your soul is bringing you these circumstances, or if they're long-term circumstances, they're bringing the pinnacle, the culmination of it in October, so that you can have those epiphanies, those ahas, that bring you deeper healing, transformation, growth, so that you can shine your light even more. All right, radiant soul light. Okay, your soul insights mantra and affirmation for October is, through deeper healing and inner growth, my soul shines even brighter. Through deeper healing and inner growth, I gain more inner awareness so that my soul shines brighter. I'm sending you a big, big hug. Lots of love and light, and just, the intention that you see how beautiful and amazing you are just as you are. You are one of the wonders of this earth and universe. Hello, soul story number 3. I actually took a break in between, just a short little break in between soul story number 2 and your reading. And I definitely feel a shift of energy. I feel like there's something winding down, closing off, and something coming in for you in October. Or you may have seen all of 2022 been this kind of energy for you, like something slowly leaving your life, or maybe it quickly left your life, and now you're feeling like this kind of building up. I am definitely feeling, and maybe it's with all of the soul stories, now that I come to your soul story, that there's been a universal shift, an earth shift, that many of you are responding to, or because you've done a lot of inner work, or you've raised yourself vibrationally, that this new shift on the earth plane, you are feeling yourself up leveled. You're feeling more up, or you're going to be in October. I think October is going to bring some greater awareness for you. Okay, let's look at the general. This is Aurora deck. Well, swiftness on the bottom. See, 8 of Wands, overcoming miscommunication, things moving, clarity, messages, communication. If you've had stagnancy, if things have been stagnant, then you're going to feel a lot more momentum or movement in October. A lot of communication, a lot to do with communication, sharing, posting, putting stuff out there. There could be things that are revealed, facts, what you need to know, you're getting support, you're getting help. It's a lot of movement. It's a time of change. So a lot of change for you. Balancing out new forces, new influences, and energy coming in that you need to balance in October. You're showing up at the 5 of Wands. Yeah, persistence, perseverance, getting through it, getting through the change or changes, balancing 2 people, 2 situations, a job, a career, your own personal work or gig work or side projects, side hustle, however you want to look at it, friends, family, lot of juggling and balance in October. In October, the energy for you is that there change is in the air. You're changing, things are changing, the body changing, how you look, how you feel changes, and you're having to persevere or persist through the changes. There's going to be a lot for you to do in October. Look at the bottom of this. It's like reminds me of a volcano. It's like something is erupting through you, a breakthrough. You're having your own breakthrough. Even if the circumstances are the same or haven't changed a lot, you have and are. This is what you're putting out. So 3 of Swords. So you're taking a lot of loss or what didn't work, and you're using it to create. You're moving past the hurt, the heartache, the disappointment, what you didn't have in life. You're moving past that now. October is a big part of that. And the universe is bringing you the energy of the Queen of Discs. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, renewal, The universe is bringing you situations of sustenance to receive renewal energetically, environmentally, financially, you're going to see that things, wow, these structures the foundation is getting renewed. The structures are holding up. So you need to do peace. Again, 2 2s is telling me that there's change. Could be change in relationship, expect cooperation. You're going to be designing some kind of plan in the Hermit, Virgo energy. So you've got kind of Virgo twice here with the Queen of Discs and the Hermit card. Some kind of completion that you're hoping for to move on to the next level. And then you've got the Prince of Wands. Focusing on how you feel, the heart of the matter. A lot of blue. If you see these cards, there's a lot of blue. So a lot with the throat chakra, speaking your truth, living your truth, communication. I'm getting that if something has been held back or delayed in October, there is movement. There's new direction. Let's just look. I'm going to do a couple things with this 3 of Swords. I want a little bit more information. That's what you're putting. Sorrow. You're still not feeling, but there's the 9 of Cups. So that something or someone's going to be coming in your life. It's just in the beginning stages that gets you feeling better about yourself in life. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Clarify, where's the renewal in your life? All areas. Whoa, Thunderbolt, change. This is like release of pressure. This is the Tower card. Wow. So there's a release of pressure. I feel like, now this could be even in November with the eclipses. New insight, a relief. If things have been stuck or stalled, boom, something or someone comes in to get the energy going. You're going to feel much more energized. You're going to have new ideas. October brings much more fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, getting together with friends, hanging out, long distance conversations or Zoom or workshops, something online or across the seas where you are feeling rejuvenated. I can hear you saying, oh, I wish you lived closer. Love to get together with you. I wish you lived closer. Or when I come visit, we'll hang out. Look at this celebration, 3 of Cups. So going out with friends, close ones, family, or just being out and about. There's definitely, for some of you, could be birthday. Happy birthday, Libra. Scorpio, could be birthday celebration. But it's coming under the Hermit, so you might be going someplace alone or meeting up with friends to have a great time. It's also saying if you've been isolating or hermiting, it's time to get out. Soul story number 3, time to get out. Wow, creativity, the Empress, that is great. That's part of the renewal, is the Empress. Abundance, fertility, fecundity, birth of something new. Feeling this renewal, feeling that life is picking up again. Things are picking up. So for you, I feel that the Tower card is new ideas, something that comes in, someone, an influence that kind of gets things going again, right? Look at this. It's a pleasurable experience that gets things going for you. Might throw you off a little bit too. I think you've been like in your own little routine, maybe a rut, some of you, and whatever this is kind of, it's like, oh my God, I didn't expect this, or now I have to do this. It's just a lot going on. Or this person or this situation. Oh my God. Soul story number 3. No wonder I had to take a break for your reading. I'm like all like this. Look what threw out. Thunderbolt and Thunderbolt. So it shows the Prince of Wands. It could be a person coming in, a new job, an offer, but whatever this thunder, it changes the trajectory of your life. It's going to show you something is changing. I've been getting this a lot for people in the Akashic, that there's a disruption in plans what's that saying? The best made plans of mice and men, or God laughs at the best made plans, or I don't know, something. But you've got, in the Osho deck, you've got disruption, thunderbolt, the tower, and then you got thunderbolt here. Some of you, this is an idea that you finally, aha, that's it, I'm doing this, boom. Change of belief. Some of you wake up one morning and you're just like, that's it, I'm doing it, I'm going for it, that's it, boom. Or out, you're out, that's out, I'm going here. A lot of you, it's an influence. Pegasus, and I do feel it comes from the spirit realm. It's a destiny situation or issue. Someone or something is coming in your life like a thunderbolt, or some decision, or if you take a job and boom, it changes your life. There's something that's changing. It's pleasurable. Could be for some of you a little off-putting, a little shocking. It could be a little unsettling. October gets you out of your comfort zone. This is about being out of the comfort zone. If you've been doing things at a slower pace, the pace picks up, but it's enjoyable. It could be a bit hectic. It may or may not be seen, is what I'm hearing. Again, Pegasus. Think of the Pegasus. It lifts you up to a new level. This could be a gift. It could be increase in finance. It could be you finding money that you didn't know you had, or more in the bank account, or someone gifting you something. Again, it's an influence. So take that how you want to. Soul story number 3. Is it a person? Is it a decision? It's for many of you, it's an influence or an opportunity or an invite that greatly changes your perception of things and your world. It gets things moving. Prince of Wands, at Knight of Wands, it gets things moving. That's what leads me to think it might be a person. It's like, oh, you're in the hermit phase. You're hermity. Peace, inner peace, maybe meditation, doing a lot of yoga, maybe by the sea, by the water, by the lake. Maybe you're indoors a lot, or you have your little routine. I'm not saying little, I'm not trying to put it down. And then boom, lightning comes in from spirit, comes in from source. It's in the Akashic records that this is the time frame. Many of you, I'm going to just share a little bit of what I see for you into 2023 is like, there's major change, people coming in and situations changing in your life in a way that you did not imagine. But it is going to bring more opportunity or abundance. And some of you, it's also the chance to, travel or live abroad or do something differently. And you've got faith here. That's the Pegasus energy too. Your faith lifts you up, lifts you out of doubt. Your faith lifts you out of uncertainty. Now, this could be in God, the all that is, higher source, universe, yourself, the higher self. But there's a faith that you're being asked to connect with. That faith lifts you up. This belief has brought you this situation. Now, on the Akashic, what are they showing me? All they're saying is that this was destiny, that a situation would change so rapidly, so completely, that it's like a 180 shift, 180 in what you thought you wanted to do, were going to do, or where you're going, or who you're going to be with, something. There's a complete shift, and oh my God, it releases you. Look at that. It releases the sorrow. It brings in pleasure. It brings that 9 of Cups. It brings in emotional fulfillment, pleasure, joy. This is about reconnecting to your joy and releasing the pain. Soul story number 3. Wow. Your soul story number 3, and then got the 3 there. Now, what's interesting, all of the major arcana have minor arcana correspondence, right? There's a correspondence between the minor and major arcana. So all of the 3s correspond to the Empress. And what did you get here? You have the Three of Swords and the Empress. This tells me that this Three of Swords energy is transmuting into the Empress energy. This receptivity. You're going to be feeling a lot better about yourself in October. Some of you really good about yourself, loving yourself, reveling in yourself, understanding yourself. You're transmuting this Three of Swords energy, isolation, which Hermit energy is beautiful and wonderful, but you've been isolated a long time. You've been in a cave, a cocoon. Some of you have been in your head a lot with everything, second guessing or just daydreaming and living things out in your head in the dream world, dream state, astral plane, etheric plane. You've been, other dimensional, not earth. The Empress is definitely earth. Got Taurus, Libra energy here, Venus energy. So you're transmuting this isolation, Three of Swords energy. It's transmuting into the Empress, which is transforming your life into a life with much more joy, creativity, new ideas, being inspired, being around people that you feel better with. So this is a huge month for releasing. You might be very emotional in October. There might be a lot of crying, might be sad tears, happy tears. There could be, process of grief, but you're definitely moving on. You're being released. I'm seeing and hearing, I'm being shown in the Akashic that you're being released from former karmic ties. It's like you've taken some situations and a pattern as far as you can go, and some people shifted and some people didn't, and that's that. Let's look at singles. You've got God speaks. Wow, you got faith and God speaks. Now I feel like this is someone that's come. I don't feel you're partnered, or if you're single, I feel you're single. But I feel like you, with faith and trust in your path, you're going to meet someone. And look at this. To me, this is like a path. This is somebody coming from God, from source, from the spirit realm. And I look at God as the all that is. It's the energetic matrix of the all that is, the life force energy, life force animating energy, right? It's life itself. It's the undefinable. It's coming to you. Green is manifested form out of the light, out of the oneness. From source energies comes this person. And you're being asked to surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and it will all work out. So that's your message for October. Faith, letting go, prayer, meditation, connecting with God, the God within, the God self, the flow of life, the mystery of life, life force energy, creative innate intelligence of the all that is, unified field of consciousness. I mean, there's so many ways to describe this. Take your pick. But you have faith, so you're surrendering, you're releasing and surrendering. Let's get more information. So you might not meet someone in October, or if you do, maybe it's friends, or it's moving very slowly. For many of you, I feel like you have one more piece before you draw this person in. Let's look at soul story number 3. Single, not coupled, connected but not coupled. So you've got, focus a lot on your career. Mars in Pisces, go with the flow. That's go with the flow. 10th house is destiny. Career, your life, yourself, your destiny. Go with the flow of destiny. Mars in Pisces in the 10th house. That's very clear. Mars in Pisces. Not a lot of action there, not a lot of pushing and making it happen. It's really that go with the flow. Have faith. Pisces is the sign of faith, a deep inner knowing and faith. Belief and faith. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I mean, that is amazing. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. Okay, I'm gonna get another. Whoa, that's too much. Let's see. Wow, I know you want answers. Let's ask. So it's not in October. This isn't a longer reading. I get in the energy field and I could just go on and on and on for hours. So I'm trying not to make these too long. What is this? I allow stillness to heal and reveal. So this is about healing for you, new insights coming in that shifts your energy, your vibrational frequency, and therefore your emotional aspect of being, your thoughts and your beliefs. And it's after that that you end up meeting someone. So I don't see it in October. That doesn't mean it doesn't happen for some of you. Or maybe you're talking with someone already, but for the majority of you, I don't see a pairing up in October. It shows a healing time. And then you've got the snake, which is definitely about healing, transmutation of energy for transformation. I shed habits that hinder my truth. I release and I renew. There it is again, releasing, letting go of the ghosts of the past or whoever ghosted you, letting it go. You're releasing the pattern. Some of you have some kind of codependency or dependent personality patterning that you're releasing. You're releasing all these things that didn't work out. Look at all these tombstones. What didn't work out? Who didn't work out? Who was clinging? Attachments. You're just releasing a lot. And you're really in October, really transforming. There's a lot of transformative energy, soul story number 3. But you got released twice. They really want you to get the messages. You got released twice. Let's see here. Healing, revealing, thunderbolt. In many ways, the thunderbolt, the tower card, is about healing. It's like the wound gets opened to heal, or it finally scabs over. It's a next level of healing. Also can open a lot on the heart chakra. Okay, let's see, get another. Let me get one more card, oracle card, before we go to those of you that are coupled, partnered, or in partnerships of any kind, and we'll see what comes. Queen of Disc is also recovery, renewal, healing. Some of you could be healing also on the physical body, or there could be a focus on different foods, nourishing foods, exercise. Focus on the body in October, okay? Focus on the body. Body, mind, spirit, soul. Focus on all of it, but there is going to be a lot that has to do with the tangible for you. Wow, going forward and inner peace. So the faith and the releasing is bringing you this inner peace. And you are moving forward. That's what Spirit wants you to know. You are moving forward. You're not forgotten. In the Akashic records is written for you to have this partnership, but you're just doing this last little piece, and you will know when you're ready is what I'm hearing. You will know when you're ready. You will feel it. Some of you think you're ready, but you don't know that you're ready. You know you're not ready, but you think you're ready. You see what I'm saying? You think with your mind, I'm ready. But there's one last little piece. And I'm shown here, there's 2 fish. Is it koi fish? So there is a partnership. There is a partnership coming in, a relationship, divine union. There is coming in. May not be here yet. Wow. And look at that, spiritual union, there it is. So it may be more in spirit right now, more in the etheric. Or it could be someone close to you or in your community. It could be someone in your community. I was going on. Okay, I'm gonna use this card for singles, that's coming. But also I was starting to tune in to partners. Ooh, came out again. Wow, transformation, rejoice, celebration. So you got celebration twice. So there's going to be some celebrations. Could be Scorpio, Libra birthday, happy birthday, Libra, Scorpio. Could be celebrating like, opening, launch, book signing, project. Definitely a lot with friends, family coming together. Some of you could be celebrating your anniversary. There's a lot of transformative energy. I want to find it. Okay, it disappeared. Well, that... Okay, well, had the a little spacey with you. Have you been feeling spacey? Soul story number 3, kind of fuzzy, foggy. Okay, something's changing in your relationships or partnerships, whether committed partnerships, living situation. There's something that's changing, or you're going through your own transformation within relationship, and or your relationships are going through. I think some of you are going to realize that you're more supported, or you're demanding more support, needing and wanting, and then probably expecting or demanding. There, it popped out. Thank goodness. Okay. So you have 4 of Cups, taking some time off for reflection. You have movement, choice, 2, again, change. 2 of Pentacles, success, victory, being listened to, heard, acknowledged, understood, listening to another person. This is telling me that you're wanting changes in your existing relationships, whether collaborative or committed partnership relationship. And your relationships in October do go, at least begin. For some of you, you dive deep into more clarity of what you want and more support is what I'm hearing. Now, some of you, there is your relationships are coming more together, and you're able to rely on your partner or spouse more, or if this is a collegial or collaborative relationship, you're able to rely on them more because you've got spiritual union. Now you have 3 2s, so 2 2 2 2 4 6. That's, you're starting to connect into more self-love, the unifying principle of the universe, which is love. It's the binding principle of everything: creativity, self-expression, connecting with others. You've got 2 2 2 here, so 2 2 2 could be important for you. It's also underscoring change in October, balance and change, balancing within, balancing situations. Now you've got 2 2s in the commitment relationship stack here. Movement, choices. I feel like there's a lot of cooperation in October for you. You're going to be working in partnership with people. Maybe there's deadlines, things to get done. And then you've got triumph. Oh my God, you got 4 2s. You got, look at this. Waiting game, 2 of Wands. Supportive energy, dominion, handling the situation well. 2 2 2 in. So for you couples, focus on cooperation, connecting with your higher self, and then relate from that place. This is showing inner harmony. October brings you an understanding of your true needs and wants, perhaps also the direction you're going in, and it brings you into cooperation with other people. So within the relationship stack here, you've got 2 2 2. So 2s will be very important to you. Maybe a lot of you are going to see 2s, or you have been seeing 2s, or 2 2 2. Then in the general reading, you have 4 2s. Something is changing. Circumstances are changing. Could be change of partners. That would be for a very small amount of you. For most of you, I feel it's changes within an existing relationship or work situation or committed relationship, collegial or collaborative relationship, creative relationship. So there's changes. I think some of you, maybe you've changed so much of what you need and want or expect, or something has changed within you that is bringing change within your relationship or relationships. That's going to bring much more cooperation. And then you've got triumph, things moving forward. So for some of you, there could be buying a house or looking at the monies, the finance, or increase in monies or finance, or moving forward with the financing, looking at banking or investments. Changes in the home could be remodeling, updating, decorating, whatever. Could be changes in vehicle, car. This also brings in body changes. So this goes back to maybe eating better, healthier decisions about your body or where you live or environment. So those of you that are looking for a place to move, there's going to be much more cooperation with your partner and or spouse, however you want to look at it, in regards to the move. You're going to be more on the same page. You're probably going to be having some conversations about where you want to move, where you want to live, how you want to live. Some of you, it's moving to a different space or a different neighborhood. So and some of you could be planning a trip, most likely by car, or you're going into a different neighborhood, there's a different lifestyle that's coming in. So a lot of changes within couples, these are planned for changes or changes that you start planning for in October. Okay, let's see what else. Let's look at the Astro Guys. October for those partnerships, relationships. Wow, North Node in Sag in the 12th house. So this is perhaps a revealing of some decisions that change your life. Maybe you change your philosophy in life, or there could be something about religion or spirituality. Maybe couples are, studying together. I just heard bat mitzvah for some reason. Ascension. So I'm also hearing like baptism. I'm hearing something like a religious or spiritual initiation that's either coming up in October or planned for. Some of you are looking at some of your older plans, visions that you had for the future, and you're updating them to allow for more freedom within the relationship, or freedom to do more. Some of you are planning, like you want to move, you're planning for that, like, oh, we want to downsize, we want more space, or we want more freedom in our life. And so you're planning for that. So October brings a lot of planning, movement, choices, and decisions. So if you're either making decisions in October, or you're planning to make those decisions. So like, in other words, you're bringing it on the table. This is what we need to focus on. This is what we need to look, or like the next few months, let's look at this. Or January, February, let's go check that place out, or that house, or that home, or let's go overseas, or let's go to another city or state and check it out. Or I'm going to leave my job in January, I'm going to leave in March, or let's make a lot of money so that we have the flexibility, or we have the stability. So there's again a lot with making decisions as a couple. Now, if you're in a collaborative or collegial relationship, same thing. You're making decisions. I'll do this, you'll do that. What do you need me to do? Or I'll do this, or let's meet, let's have meetings. So there's again a lot of coming together in October. Just can't believe the thunderbolt coming out twice. And all these twos. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 4 twos. For the relationship sector, 3 twos. And if you add the general, it's 4 twos all together. Let's see, any more information that the couples need to focus on or need to know? Time will tell. It says, my inner compass knows the way, but I'm hearing time will tell. So some of the things that you're working on as a couple within relationship, just have to let them play out and trust your inner knowing. Your inner compass knows the way. You know what to say, what to do. And then I am courageous, steady, and strong. Leo energy. Also getting this kind of as Wheel of Fortune, that you'll know what to do. You guys have gone through a lot of changes. These are, longer standing relationships, connections. So you have to trust. You have to trust yourself. Trust the two of you together. Trust the energy of the couplehood together. Let's see here. I'm feeling the need to take a card. Whoa, joy, enlightenment. Let's just see, one or two cards. Wow. Well, I'm going to take that. Okay. So we got facade. I feel that you're dropping facades within relationships. You're saying more about what it is you need and want, connecting more to your passion. And there could have been gossip about you or other people. Now, I feel like this could be complaining energy. We all do it. But you're letting that go. You're letting go what doesn't serve you or what isn't real anymore. And you're channeling that energy into your passion projects, your relationships, your connection. You're channeling what wasn't working or complaining or trying to change another person or the situation. You're taking that energy and you're putting it in what does work, the passion. So some of you as couples, your passion is renewed. You're feeling fulfilled. Your partner's supporting your passion. You're supporting each other. Let's see, and let's get a soul purpose card to tie everything up. Hope this is bringing some understanding. I really thought I want to do, I guess for the next few months or maybe even into next year and beyond, because there's such energy shifting universally and therefore planetarily. It's affecting us on an earth level, that timelines are dissolving, that their old dreams, goals gone, or they got short-circuited. They started manifesting, or you lived out a little bit of it and then it's gone, or the person's gone, the situation's gone. You had a little taste and it's gone. And part of it is there is a different energetic matrix now, more present. It's like a spacecraft, an alien or extraterrestrial spacecraft hovering over us, beaming this energy in, and it's shifting the electromagnetic frequencies, and therefore it's affecting us. So the vibrational frequencies of the earth plane are changing and have changed. And if you've been in that change, it's affecting you. It's affected you and is affecting you. And I see that if this affecting happening a lot more and more and more. So there is a lot of intrinsic change. The Akashic records are being rewritten, changed. Again, memory, the Akashic goes past, present, future, present, past. It's mutable, it moves. Okay, should we take them all? Oh, why not? Ascended, you agreed to Earth. You agreed to return and assist in Earth's ascension. There you are, the awakened ones. You're helping in the ascension. That's why your vibrational frequency has shifted so much. So surrender to the flow, surrender to the Akash, your soul. The ascension means that what is yours will come back through the law of return. But you've shifted enough. Now you have to play things out, have faith. You're releasing a lot so that these new forms of relationships and situations can come in. It's going to be different than what you expected. Okay, soul story number 3, the fire keeper, Phoenix, creator of sacred transformation. What did I say? Transformation starts energetically. All transformation starts through transmutation. There's a mutation of the energy. And then you got united. You're aligned with your soul's mission. Beautiful. And there's 2 people here. So I feel that this is also saying that there is a sacred soulmate. There's a soul contract. Sometimes there's certain soulmates that we are meant to be with. Again, in the Akashic, there are destiny issues on a soul level. There are things that we can't change. There is destiny. There is fate. There is free will, how we respond and what we do with our circumstances. And there are times when things are rewritten, that we can change something completely, or someone doesn't show up for us, or they show up and they can't do it. Just remember this, just like we can be on the right path. People always talk, I'm on the right path, or no matter what. Remember, this universe, even though in the collective, in the unified field of consciousness, everything is interconnected and unified, which means there is only one. Out of the one comes the many, and from the many is the one. So yes, there is only one source and many forms of that source. However, on the earth plane, we do play out through polarity. There is an experience and expression of duality, hot, cold, masculine, feminine, and everything in between. So just like we can be on the right path, we can also be on the wrong path. Just like we meet our potential and our destiny and live out our potential or higher potential, we can also not. There's no one judging us about that. So I feel for many of you, you probably had a twin flame, twin soul, a soulmate connection that didn't work out, that just petered out, or there was push-pull, runner-chaser. They could not do it. They got stuck in Maya, you know. Study Hinduism and Buddhism. People get stuck. That's the free will part. So you could be the most amazing person and show up for someone and go, here I am, let's do it. And they're like, yeah, this is great. And then they just, I don't know, I can't do it. I got this, I got that. And they stay stuck. They stay mired in the Maya. They stay in the illusion. I feel many of you had such a situation, but it is deemed in the Akashic that you have another lifetime partner, a soulmate that is a partner. You have another partner coming in. If you're not partnered and you were partnered in the past, you're aligned with your soul's mission and you're aligned with your soulmate that is a life mate, okay? You just need to have faith. My beautiful soul lights that have been through so much and are so, you're so awake and aware and aligned, and you're just beautiful. But you got a little bit of a tough soul path. What can I say? I mean, it's not horrible. There's, obviously there's always worse, there's always better. That you guys have gone through, a lot. Maybe even criticism from other people with this gossip card here. You're dropping facade. You're like, that's it. Support each other. I help you, you help me. That's what you're drawing in. That's what many of you have already in the relationship issue. So have faith in that special one, that person, that divine soul that's meant to be your life mate, life partner, husband. For some of you, could be someone that you create with, or your soul's purposes meld together, blend together. All right, Radiant Soul Light, I just hope this is giving you some stuff to think of. October is it's a chunky. There's a lot going on in October. So your soul insights affirmation and mantra is just repeat. I am aligned to my soul's purpose. I'm aligned to my soul's mission, and I'm aligning to right soulmate relationships. That's it. It's alignment. Some of you are aligned already. Some of you are getting more in alignment, and that's why this disruption comes in, the tower. That's why this influence comes in, because you are in alignment. Some of you are just slightly. That's the change. You're getting into alignment. Do you see that here? You're getting the energy. You're getting into alignment for that influence, that situation, that person, that right job. It just clicks. It just clicks in. All right, beautiful soul light. Just keep me posted how all unfolds. I forgot to say in the other readings. Connect with me on Patreon for a deeper dive into metaphysics and spiritualism, if you like that. I'd love if you subscribe. If you haven't yet, subscribe to YouTube. Oh, and I keep forgetting, Awakenings with Michele Meiche podcast. We're moving some of the replays, some of the episodes to YouTube, and then we will be having a video podcast also. So that's coming soon. If that's something you want to check out, it's in the description. All right, loves, shine bright.